So we are joining them on the breakout. Very important match in terms of advancing from Group F. And the Graves are right now with an entry kill on J. KD also eliminated 1950. Beautiful start from KOMPLEKSiii. Here is the defense. And let's see if Entropiq can find their way out of this. We've seen them coming back from various troubles, but right now it's Razor finding a double, and it is only Swila and Toxas sneaking towards the A side. Swila playing this slowly, finally eliminating Losha. But it's just the first one of the many, and Razor is already here. Toxas, great shot for the refrag. 1 versus 3. Can Toxas find this clutch for the very beginning of this match? Toxas with another 1950 down. And it is now 1 versus 2. He still has plenty of space. But RPZ wins that scope duel for the last kill of this round and for the first point of KOMPLEKSiii on breakout. We've seen this map many times today. One of the fan favorites here, at least of teams from groups E and F. But we've also seen so many rise and fall on this map. KOMPLEKSiii would love to be the one to rise here. We've seen them mostly winning. Right now, they are certain of advancing further, but Entropiq would really love to grab the victory here. But right now, Bumble with the great start. First elimination already for him. Bumble, huge fight. Bumble still staying alive. Bumble fighting with that pistol. He's not able to kill KD, but 1950 finds Jackie. And it's still looking pretty well. Toxas on the hand, but KD is pushing forward, avenging Jackie. 3 versus 3 and lots of space opened up near the A side. You only need to defeat Losha. Losha with the car, but Razor is slowly catching up the distance, and Losha finds Swila. Vic Entropiq once again stuck in the middle. Toxas, the smoke is fading, but so are the chances of Entropiq to find the points here if they don't get next elimination. Toxas on the push to the red house. Razor has to reposition. KOMPLEKSiii decided to playing it slower. And Toxas with the cover as he hands his secondary. He wants to find a kill. He wants to find a way out of this spot. The plant is near, so they might go for this variation. But KOMPLEKSiii is still holding under those nades. Ravesor hunting for the kill, and Ravesor straight in the bullseye. Finds Toxas here, leaving KD in the 1 versus 3 clutch. In a situation of ace or nothing, and RPZ with a great save coming to help Ravesor with the last elimination of the round. 2-0, fantastic start from KOMPLEKSiii, who, as I said, are right now 5-0, winning every single match. Just behind them Phantom with the record of 4-1, but everything can change. Entropiq 3-1-1. Same as Actron after that clutch performance coming back from L8 to 12 on Donville. And Epocha fighting for their life with 3-2. Epocha, who is now playing Phantom to stay alive at the tournament, because if they lose, it might mean that they might not be high enough to advance. But right now we do see KOMPLEKSiii being a level higher than Entropiq, as only Toxas and Jackie are fighting in this round. As so many eliminations are just being tossed around by KOMPLEKSiii players. And it's now only Jackie fighting. Still some nades hunting him. Great sneak on Ravesor, getting at least one of the eliminations, but Bumble already here to secure the point. 3-0 for KOMPLEKSiii. It's not a great start for Entropiq. We've seen many ally sides working fantastically here. We've seen many ways of breaking the defense on this map. But for now, KOMPLEKSiii just seem like an unbreakable wall. And Entropiq is hitting it hard with their heads, but they just cannot find a way in. Losha, RPZ, Bumble. Another set of quick eliminations to completely destroy any morale on Entropiq's side. Once more leaving them after just a few seconds of the round in a situation of 2 versus 5, and Ravesor to make the matter worse. Now finds Swila living on the Quizzy in the 1v5. Quizzy with 1 kill. And not really much more. RPZ prepared for this. Refrag 4-0. An express road taken by KOMPLEKSiii to rush through those first few points. And already a timeout called by Entropiq. They do see how much behind they are getting in this match. They do know that this is the moment to react if you want to give yourself a chance for the victory. Winning here would grant them much bigger chance of advancing, maybe even fighting for second place in this group, although with their score, second place wouldn't really even matter since we do have teams that went 6-1 and still finished second. We do have even 3 of those, if I'm not mistaken. But the biggest quest for Entropiq is to stay in the top 4, as the fight is really close between 4 teams here. You can be sure of nothing because everything can change in a glimpse of an eye. And even though that by far everyone lost against KOMPLEKSiii, so it is kind of calculated that you will have to take this one for the team, it still would be nice to break the favorites, to break the pattern of all of their victories and be the one team to get points from them. But the start isn't signaling it at all, since it's 4-0 and KOMPLEKSiii playing, ironically, without any KOMPLEKSiii here. Freely doing whatever they want on the Axis side. But maybe this timeouts will bring the change, will bring something fresh for Entropiq as they push for the A side. Seeking for the first elimination. Jackie low on HP, but still in the fight. And Ravzo. Another fantastic nade, and it will connect on Jackie. Losha also finding Swilla. Once more, KOMPLEKSiii can brag about fantastic beginning of the round, 5 against 3. Entropiq's attacks are completely decimated here by power of KOMPLEKSii's defense. Bumble seeking for that kill, but 1950. Just hanging around the other side of the smoke, waiting for someone to take a risk on pushing forward. And even though that KOMPLEKSiii finds this one kill, Bumble already eliminating the scope, leaves only KOMPLEKSiii. He gets the double, but he's still in trouble. KOMPLEKSiii surrounded by KOMPLEKSiii players, trying to reposition, trying to get any chances in those fights. But he is spotted now. KOMPLEKSiii nowhere to look, and even though that they don't have nades to put him out of his position. KOMPLEKSiii, nice shot here to find Losha. It's 1 versus 2. KOMPLEKSiii are risking a lot by those pushes, but finally RPZ finds a great angle for his shot, and this scope will bring round number 5 to the end. 5-0 for KOMPLEKSiii. This timeout for now didn't change anything. This round was closer, but it was only closer because of KOMPLEKSii's individual performance. And he was able to find those few eliminations, and also because KOMPLEKSiii were just hunting here with no pressure at all, since it was 5 against 1. But right now, finally, Entropiq dodging those nades. But what does it change if 1950 just finds another double at the very start of the round, before you even get a simple chance to get towards the side? And 1950 pushing even for more with that shotgun. Bumble to help. And 1950 already in another fight. Oh, Losha, that nade was unfortunate. We've seen loads of team kills today. Definitely more than in all 4 groups yesterday, but now Jackie finds a kill, and that one team kill might have just reignited the hope in Entropiq's player for the first point. Both Jackie and Tox is pretty close. Losha on the nice spot. If he can find the timing, he might be the Grim Reaper of this round, but Ravzor is a bit faster to do so. Kills Jackie, now Toxas is the only one standing with the scope, thinking what I should even do in this position. How can I outplay them? Toxas already surrounded, and Losha would be the one bringing that finishing blow. 6-0 KOMPLEKSiii, not stopping for a single moment. Entropiq struggling to find single elimination. Entropiq weren't even close to find a single round this match. But now, finally we do see something change. It is Entropiq who found the first kill of the round. It is Toxas winning the duel with Ravzo. And maybe finally forcing KOMPLEKSiii to play the disadvantage will help them gain a bit of confidence back, especially that Jackie finds 1950 RPZ, a very important kill on Swilla. So Entropiq don't get too far too quickly. But Jackie on the push. The problem is that he's now losing his backup as Bumble finds KOMPLEKSiii. Minute and 20 on the clock. Jackie is the only one in the bomb site and Toxas on the hands on the opposite part of the map, hoping to find someone of rotation. Jackie, important push. He is trying to bait the shot, but it's a beautiful play by Bumble. And Bumble will win this duel. In the meantime, Losha finds KD and now Toxas misses the first shot, misses the second, gives out his position and Bumble just waits for this. It started so well for Entropiq. Those 2 eliminations was still not enough. As KOMPLEKSiii played this to perfection to come back from the spot and make it 7-0. Completely denying Entropiq their first great chance of scoring on this map. Bumble with the push. Toxas' vision is slowly being cut out. The nade just to be sure that this position is clear, and the nade connects. Bumble eliminated Ravzor with a very fast response, but Toxas is still on the hunt. Ravzor didn't have time to hide after that fight. Toxas trying to bring this round to the victory, but RPZ already waiting for that scope duel. Toxas was not in time. Swilla still fighting, trying to push through. Swilla struggling. 1950 going for the push, but now as the smoke emergency this time to switch for his main weapon. And in the meantime, RPZ just absolutely nuking Entropiq with this scope. And 1950 from the canals, from the bottom, fighting with that shotgun. You don't have space up above, since it's scope waiting for you. You don't have space in the ground, this shotgun waiting for you. You don't have space for anything as Swilla goes down, and it's 8-0 for KOMPLEKSiii. So yeah, talking about the fact that Group F is going faster than Group E. Now you might know why. Of course, jokes aside, KOMPLEKSiii is playing absolutely mad game as Ravzor finds Toxas, and Ravzor also follows with the kill on KD. Single-handedly bringing such a huge lead to his team. 1950 with another one, and Entropiq, I think they're losing any hope that they had coming into this map. As no matter how hard they try, the result is still the same. It's KOMPLEKSiii finding a point after point. Swilla still in the battle, hoping that this nade maybe would help. Jay stands with him, but KOMPLEKSiii is just going to push forward. 1950 goes a bit too far, gives that kill to Swilla. Jackie in the fight, but Ravzor with a beautiful jump shot here. Fantastic movement by KOMPLEKSiii player, and it's now Swilla as the only one standing. He already spotted one of his rivals. Swilla in the fight, he will be able to get Losha down. But it's still 3 more players hunting for him, and the Ravzor going for the quad kill. 9-0 for KOMPLEKSiii. This is absolute madness presented by the Axis here. We haven't seen better Axis this whole tournament on Breakout. We've seen yesterday Current Sun being played to 11-1 by New Era, I think. And now RPZ so close to another elimination. Leg hits, leaving his rival on only 10 HP. He will be able to recover, but RPZ already putting that pressure on. Bumble with the kill. KOMPLEKSiii winning the duel with 1950, not letting him push with that shotgun. Entropiq keeping in the fight, keeping the rhythm in this round. But are they able to keep up till the very end? Because KOMPLEKSiii now finds Bumble, but instantly RPZ takes Jackie. As I said, if you're not getting the ground, you're also not getting the air, no matter how hard you try. But KOMPLEKSiii, this is his round. This is his moment. Triple already to make this 3 versus 2. Ravzor and Losha, the other ones standing here for KOMPLEKSiii, wanting to continue this perfection brought from the very beginning of Breakouts. Ravzor and Losha. Losha finally stops KOMPLEKSiii. It is 2 versus 2, but seems like Entropiq might finally have some time to go for the plant, as neither of KOMPLEKSiii players are in position to stop it. And with no interruption, they might take better positions. The time is now finally playing for them. Swilla and Toxas, can they find this first point for Entropiq? Can they start any sort of comeback here? As KOMPLEKSiii are slowly joining the side. to pick up the fight and to find Toxas. Ravesor with the kill. As Swila is the only one standing right now, 35 seconds on the clock. Swila already spotted, has to go into the fight, but two players will be hunting for him, and Ravesor with another fantastic shot. And once more, it was so close. Once more, the chance was right in front of them. And as they tried to grab it, KOMPLEKSiii were pushing them down into the ground, taking it all for themselves. The egoists of this tournament. 10-0 for KOMPLEKSiii. We've needed of only 3 more points to get the victory. And by the way, I think that as I look at the table, if KOMPLEKSiii is able to win this match, they will secure the first spot in their group, as even if Phantom are able to go 6-1, they lost match between them and KOMPLEKSiii. So that would mean that KOMPLEKSiii would be the one advancing from the first place. But right now, KOMPLEKSiii need to worry about this victory. Maybe not score-wise, but the fact that this is finally the point where Entropiq might get it. KOMPLEKSiii, Jackie. And it's Losha in the 1v4. He cannot get away with this, as Entropiq will go for the plant in a few moments. KOMPLEKSiii planting the bomb. Losha trying to hunt him down, but he was spotted. Losha, great shot, 1v2, but the bomb is already ticking and they are waiting for him. And finally, we get the first point for Entropiq. Maybe a start of great history, and even Swila put the message, welcome to the scoreboard. A bit late, but they say that better late than never. And let's see if they are ready to do so. If they are ready to come back from this, because Raves are already putting the pressure in round number 12. Bumble as well, 5 versus 3. Toxas trying to fight back as he finds RPZ in that duel, and Toxas following with another shot on Bumble. 3 versus 3, and Entropiq slowly getting towards the middle to find their way to the B side. Jack in the fight, but 1950 pushing with that shotgun once again, being a complete surprise from the smoke. KD and Toxas to get something more, to find anything more from this half, to try and make one of the biggest comebacks of this tournament on the Axis side of Breakout. As KD is pushing forwards, KD is wandering through those locations, seeking for any kind of opportunity to find a kill here. As it's not lost yet, it's only 1-man disadvantage from the side of Entropiq. And now he has a chance. Ravesor eliminated, and now Losha struggling. KD for the double. Switching the sides here, putting 1950 in the disadvantage. He's already close to the side. He might be getting this kill. Can he find? He can find KD, but Toxas is with the cover. And it will be 2 points for Entropiq after that fantastic start from KOMPLEKSiii. So maybe Entropiq will still find a way out of this. And in the meantime, Phantom won against Epocha 13-4, which means that Phantom are most likely to join KOMPLEKSiii in the playoffs. And Epocha now in the very hard spot. Seems like this might be really hard for them, depending on the other scores, but I think they really need some help from the other teams, because if everything goes in Entropiq's and Actrona's way, Epocha with the score of 3 wins and 3 losses might be out of this tournament. They are playing Actrona. This might be they winning in this game for life and death for this tournament. But going back to KOMPLEKSiii and Entropiq, KOMPLEKSiii now as the attackers, as the allies going for the push, but Toxas having some more space with that rifle. He's able to find Ravesor with his scope. 4 versus 5, 3 versus 5 as Jackie finds Losha, KD as well. Entropiq finally woke up. 1950 goes for the kill. Bumble as well. KOMPLEKSiii still trying to come back from this tough spot, as they are now pushing both on KD, who's solo on the sides. 1950, KD should be ready here. 1950 for the push. 1950, can he find the angle? Oh, he saw the rifle. He might go for the kill. He is expecting this. Oh, but he misses, and KD finds the kill. As that makes it a solo clutch for Bumble, but KD for another one. 10-3. Entropiq going on the win streak, and KOMPLEKSiii starting to fall down. KOMPLEKSiii starting to struggle, as Entropiq might finally start believing again that they are in this game, that they are fighting here. Toxas once more looking for a chance to open the rounds. But KD right now under the fire, gunned down by Bumble. Jay, great response. And we do see a lot of small skirmishes, because every one of those players wants to bring advantage to their team. Swilla finding KOMPLEKSiii, Entropiq once more looking like a better team on the Axis side. But Losha trying to make a difference, getting their sniper out. Losha still being able to escape, even though KOMPLEKSiii is trying to hunt him down. An important position now from Bumble, but he's able to get Swilla. It is 3 versus 2. It's only KOMPLEKSiii and Jackie now defending, but they still have an 8. That might be a huge change here, but Losha, great position. And KOMPLEKSiii was not expecting this one. So now it's only Jackie against the wards. To keep Entropiq alive in this comeback, they might need to hold on that win streak, but it will be hard. But now Losha straight onto the crosser. But Jay caught with the grenade in his hands. And that was a cookie for Ravza for him to grab. And it is 11-3, KOMPLEKSiii only 2 points away from securing the first spot in this group. 11-3. Now Ravza taking the scope in duo with Garance. And RPZ pushing forward, but Losha found by Swilla. Great revenge for the last round. RPZ staying low in the smoke, as he knows that someone shall be close, but now it's Jay winning the fight with 1950. Ravza with revenge, but KD was aware of the fact that RPZ might be closed. Ravza and Bumble, 2 against 3 as Bumble finds Swilla. But they are pretty close on the starting positions now. Ravza also noticed. He will try to make a difference with the nade, but he's not connecting well enough, trying to push through the smoke, being a surprise. KOMPLEKSiii shall be waiting here, but he's not expecting that push. Fantastic decision by Ravza here to make it 2 versus 2 and to bring some more space to get Bumble into the side. But we do know that both KZ and Toxas are close, and Toxas is hunting with that scope, and he will get on the Ravza's back. So Bumble, clutch 1 versus 2 for KOMPLEKSiii player. KD and Toxas, they just have to seal that deal. Oh, he is expecting this one. Beautiful headshot, so it's now 1v1. Can Toxas find it with the scope? Toxas, he's looking for any part of the body, but Bumble, hiding around Bumble, trying to first get the prime info of where sniper is located. Toxas, what a beautiful shot! To not waste this one opportunity to find the 4th point for Entropiq. A great driver by Bumble, but Toxas is a fantastic sniper, and he really likes to show it, especially on stream. 11-4. And even though how badly it looked, and still how badly it looks, Entropiq are still fighting. Toxas. Swilla going for the push, those nades, not really stopping Axis from taking great positions here. Once again, Swilla being able to take down 1950, but now Tua going for the double and delayed nade. Finding Toxas' position as the scope. He didn't really see that, but now Ravza also having the same problem. And Swilla. Entropiq momentarily closing the distance. Losha spotted one of the players, couldn't really find a shot here. Losha running through those buildings, grouping with Bumble, but they are losing lots of positions, and this terrain taken by Entropiq will be put to good use. But now Losha with the elimination. Bumble, a great catch. KD completely blind checking here, and now it is only Swilla in the fight. Losha waiting for him already with the decoy brought by Bumble, as this great collaboration will bring KOMPLEKSiii to their 12 points and give them just so many chances to finish this match, giving them so many opportunities to make it 6-0 and advance straight into the round of 16 of upper bracket. RPZ with the kill, now Swilla going with the double. Fantastic nade and great follow-up coming from him. 4 versus 3. Ravza finds Toxas, deciding to go lower this time with the scope. But Ravza from the above being able to put him down. 3 versus 3. Ravza had a grasp of information, but he was just a bait as Losha was pushing towards the A side. And now remaining Entropiq players, both stacked on B. If KOMPLEKSiii get that information, that would have been immediate plan on A, putting them in a very uncomfortable spot, but RPZ just going for the push, trying to bully them out of the site and bully them out of this game. as RPZ is trying to bait RPZ. Still going for that push and a beautiful outplay. Ravesor goes for the Swila. 13-4. What a match from KOMPLEKSiii. 13-4. Clean, fantastic victory for KOMPLEKSiii to make it 6-0 in the group stage and practically seal the first place. So we definitely will see this team in the playoffs. And we might see them go far, but still one more match of this group stage in front of us. I will invite you to the short break, and after that, last match on group stage, tomorrow on the other stream, and then we are finally advancing to the playoffs. So lots of Call of Duty in front of us, especially in the playoffs where all of the great best of threes will begin. See you guys soon in the next round of group stage.